First I want to touch upon what just happened here. We had this asshole that was trying to interrupt peace. I want everyone to actually really consider how it only took one individual to run a ripple of hate through at least 30 of us, to disrupt 4 hours of solid peace and love. It took one man, one fucked up comment to shift our entire direction. That's unacceptable. We each need to be held accountable for our own actions and understand the word responsibility actually simply means the ability to respond. We shouldn't have to hold each other back from one individual. How dare all of us allow that one individual to impact us in that capacity? Responsibility means you have the choice. You have the ability to respond in the way you see fit. The moment someone has the ability to take your energy and to shift your energy is when you've been defeated. We cannot accept defeat.
Amen. Amen.
I know this is about George Floyd, but I want to say that we're all George Floyd. I want to say that George Floyd is actually a martyr, because upon his ashes we can build unity. Upon his ashes, each and every one here has been touched in a way that has caused us the urge and the energy and the desire to come out and participate in an event to express that we will not tolerate this brutality any longer. My name is I've lived in Napa for 20 years. Started a business, was rather successful, renovated Tarla, built napkins, did a couple and as you can see, I am a black man in Napa. A minor minority. But I had a success story. I owned real estate and all that bullshit that came along with it. March 17th, 2017, I was falsely accused of domestic violence. All the evidence was in my favor. I did not commit this crime. I ended up going through the process of the Napa judicial body where my civil rights were violated, my parental rights were violated.
Yes.
There is complete, irrefutable, undeniable evidence to prove my innocence, yet they found me guilty. Oh yeah, it happened. It is Napa, but it's all over the place. And the reason why it's allowed to happen is because not enough people are standing up and having leadership be held accountable for their actions. So I took to the law. I learned the law while I was being illegally detained. And I helped 8 people with their cases, got their charges dropped, got their charges dropped. On May 11th of this year, I filed a $700 million federal civil suit against the Napa judges. So they will be held accountable for their actions.
Thank you. Can you come through?
It's coming through. And it's not about the money. It's not about the money.
It's about the right.
What I've learned is the money and the commerce is what is design, or is what is putting these wedges out here, the isms out there that wedges we the people. Because when you think about this history, or the history of this country, Native Americans were the ones who were actually talk about Target and Best Buy. Let's talk about the Native Americans who were looted. Disease like COVID-19, forced to leave their land, which is gentrification, which is what we're going through now. We don't have a black and white, Hispanic, yellow issue in America. We have an economic issue. People aren't for wanting to steal, lie, and take advantage of others. It's a learned behavior. It's a behavior that is entrapped in individuals because of a lack of opportunity.
Yes.
Why the fuck are we being held liable for leadership not providing enough opportunity for all? at Starbucks for $14 an hour because there's more jobs available for them. And it's $150,000 in debt.
Yeah.
That's not an individual issue. That is an issue of our government. We select people and we put them in the position of power to help us have good lives and protect our right to pursue happiness. So we have an individual responsibility to reach out to our leadership and say, hey, why the fuck are you going to charge me $600 for a ticket because I can't afford to pay insurance when you know I don't have the money to pay insurance? Why are you going to get a ticket? Do you want me to go out and get the money to pay this fucking outrageous fine? Leadership is our issue. There's no black and white. There's no gender issues. There's no sex issues. Those are simply wedges that commerce is putting between us so that we do not communicate and we do not unite.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want everyone to know right now, if anyone has been oppressed, if anyone has ever been discriminated against by any member acting under the color of law, you can come to me for free civil services. Absolutely free civil services. My team and I will provide free civil services for anyone at Napa Civil Rights Advocate Habeas AU. That's Napa Civil Rights Advocate Habeas AU.
I spell habeas.
Habeas. That means bring forth the body. I'm going to tell you right now, I need your help. Log on on Facebook at Napa Civil Rights Habeas and see what this Napa judicial body has done to me. And help me hold accountable the Napa judicial body. After we hold the Napa judicial body accountable, we go steamrolling up to Sacramento. We go to Fairfield. We go to Vallejo. We go to Oakland. We go everywhere. The issue is so few are controlling so many because we do not stand up united. So I urge all of us to remember what happened today. Bury it deep within your heart and act on it every day because we do have civil rights and we have a civil duty to protect one another. Amen. So it takes a village to raise a child. I love you all.
We are fighting, guys, for human rights. You need to think about it. We are fighting for human rights. I'm a Pablo Iglesias Derderian. I am an actor, I am a filmmaker, I am a wine educator. But you know that a lot of people know me here in the district of downtown Napa. I will be the next Napa City Council, I promise you, with my life, because for human rights. You know that? I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of all these guys that are here, you know, with big balls to fighting for rights. Latinos only. It's not about Afro-American. It's not about whites. You know, everybody's a human. Everybody has rights in this country. Right? Let's be sure. I'm so proud of you guys. And follow me, Pablo Iglesias Napa at gmail.com, Pablo Iglesias Derderian in Instagram and Facebook. They will fight for you guys because we are one. Amen.
As both these wonderful men were saying, we are all human beings. Today we are out here to fight for love and not hate. It should not be black man versus white man. This war is hate and love should prevail. We have one earth. We are one race, the human race. And if we do not love each other, our own death will be by our fellow men. We should learn to love each other and not hate. What happened right now a couple of minutes ago was a test of patience and respect. Sorry. Those who acted in violence did not fail. Simply, the next time, we just need to learn to respond with love. Yes. If we respond with love, we will love each other. We are connected as one, and we need to be one to prevail, to abolish hate. Yes. No white man versus black man. It should all be love. No hate. We feeling good? Yeah. Come on, let me hear it. Make some noise. We got positive energy.
anyone, you know, that's probably could speak on this megaphone, I want to give a shout out to Gabby for helping me bring you guys together. I didn't expect to speak or nothing, but I just want to say I'm so proud of all of you for just coming out. Despite all the fear and deliriousness in the media right now that's trying to scare peaceful protesters from coming out and implying that we're instigating something, we're not. And that just proved it. We turned it around, and I love you guys. You're all so beautiful, and thank you for coming out.
Hey, y'all, look at us right now. Look at us right now. We in Napa. We doing this. You know what I'm saying? I just want to thank y'all. I'm born and raised in this town. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here that we would not expect to be out here. I just want to say thank you to you guys. You know, we can't do this without 100, 200 people. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. You know, appreciate yourself. Remember this. Like you said, hold this deep in your heart. Remember this for the rest of your life. Teach your kids this lesson. Have a good night, guys. Be safe.
I'm Mexican. I was born in Mexico and shit, Mexico City, Nezahualcóyotl to be exact. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm saying, I grew up here all my life and shit.
Take your mask off so we can hear you.
If I take my mask off, you're gonna know who I am. No, on some real shit. As a Hispanic person coming up, it took a lot of balls for me to hop on and shit, especially with the fucked up legs. No, on some real shit. So I was about 15. I was cruising down the street in fucking the train tracks, and I got pulled over by gang task. I was 15 years old. I'm right now, to be exact. I'm 23 years old by 2024. Yes. You know, I got pulled over by gang task with guns drawn to my head. I was less than 15 years old, gun drawn to my head, talking about stop. I had a skateboard in my hand by the trunks and tell me to drop it because they thought I was a weapon. I was 15 years old. I dropped it. They pulled me over with like at least 3 cars with guns to my head in Napa. And people don't want to speak about it because it's Napa. They want people to speak about Napa as a tourist place. People that you could come, drink some wine, relax. But it's not all peach and sweet. We got little things in the street. You know what I'm talking about? That's real shit. And I know everybody here been through some shit like this. You know? So when I was like 15 years old, all this bullshit, I got pulled over. They harassed me saying, oh, you're on fucking gang terms, all blah, 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 blah. I wasn't, but they discriminated because my brother was. So they either tried to contact me with him, but I wasn't. So they hold me up for 2 hours, and then all this bullshit happened. They barred the victim through, and what? 3 hours later, gun pointed to my head by the whole fucking Napa Police Department. They told me, oh, you're innocent. What the fuck am I supposed to do with those 3 hours that I just wasted? I could still make $200 at least within 3 hours that I just wasted. And I can't do shit now. You know what I'm talking about? It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. So I'm here right now. Thank God I'm alive. Thank God everything. Hey, I fuck with everybody with your black, white, Mexican, Asian, everything. And I just appreciate y'all for coming out, everyone. And even you ain't from Napa, I appreciate y'all for coming through. All I gotta say is fuck Napa Police Department. Fuck everybody. Fuck it. You know, until we get to some shit right.
My husband brought me out here for my birthday, and my
Happy birthday!
Yo puedo hablar español también. Yo soy Yo puedo entender. I understand the struggle. I understand the struggle of brown people, of Latino people, of Filipino people. I understand. My family is biracial. I understand. And coming here today, my husband brought me here to eat, and we can't protest where we are because, of course, we're still sheltered in place. But when I saw George and I saw the 8 minutes, those 8 minutes, and George represents the United States of America. Yes. Those 8 minutes, the police's knees on his neck represented America. The president has his knee on our economy, and that is why we're struggling today. So we need to not just say it's a black and it's a white. It's not black and it's not Latino and it's not Asian. It's our, we just think about COVID. This is a distraction. You need to wake up and realize have your masks on. Make sure you are protected. Do you not realize this is a distraction? So later on they'll say a negative protest is the reason why he failed. Keep your eyes open, people. Remember this, those 8 minutes, that knee on the neck of George represented the knee on the neck of America. The knee on the cop's knee on the neck of America, and the Republicans holding down the legs of the United States of America. We have to look deeper. It's not just black and white. It's all of us have been shut in. Businesses have been closed down. Look behind you. Look how the windows are closed. This is to shut down our equality. This is the reason why we are not only here for George. We need to realize America has gone through, and that's why we're all angry. The United States of America has been shut down for months. It's not only just about killing George, it's about killing our marriages, killing our weddings, killing our graduations. We need to wake up, killing the birth of our children. Only one person in the hospital? Wake up. It's not just about the black man that's on the ground. It's about that we couldn't have graduations and funerals. Do you not realize what's really going on? We gotta look deeper. It's not about me and it's not about you. It is about the whole United States of America. Yes. It's about lives. They said if you loot, you shoot. What about if you lie, you die? We have to wake up, America. I'm a pastor. Yo soy una pastora. We gotta wake up. You know what Martin Luther King did? He was a pastor, but he was also for civil rights. And you know our churches are still not essential? Do you not realize that? But churches also have to wake up and come out and support the people. So I'm here to represent the churches or the people. Oh, yes, Black Lives Matter, but we need to wake up and realize that those 8 minutes represents the government's knee on the neck of America.
I came here today with not a lot of expectations, just with hope. With hope for change, hope for love, hope for equality. And I am happy to say that I see this here today. And I want to take a second to thank everybody who's spoken. I want to take a second to thank every single person here who's shown up. Showing up is the biggest part of the fight for equality. That's right. You show up, you stand up. You stand up proud, raise your fist proud. Listen, I'm not black. I'm not a person of color, and I could never, absolutely never speak on their experience. But to see my friends, my family, even strangers, because you know what, you're family too. You're my brothers and my sisters. Yeah. There is no color. We are all human. I see all of you and I love all of you. I love you and I love you. I love you too. Okay? We will not be silenced. Yeah, we won't be silenced, and sorry.
Got it.
I see all of your faces, and I know they can't ignore us.
That's right.
They can't ignore us. We're here, we're standing, and we're fighting. We're fighting for each other. We're fighting for ourselves. I have a lot that I could say, but I think I just want to give the voice to other people, especially people of color. I want y'all to speak for yourselves, because I can't speak for you. I want to give the power for you to speak for yourselves. I love you.
What we did here today is going to be in the history books. This is history right here. And what we did here today, we need more of this in America, because they only show the violent protests. What we did here when that guy was antagonizing us, right? That's one of the best things I've ever seen. We handled that so well. Especially these two ladies. They did an amazing job today. Right? They did such an amazing job. Some of the bravest people I've ever seen today, ever in my life. And we need more people like them. All right, so I just want to thank them, and I want to thank everyone for doing everything they could today.
Peace and love! Love and hate!
It's amazing to see just Napa come together, but I especially want to talk to our children and say thank you for showing up and expressing your voice. I work with students all day long, and the reason I work for the kids is because they are our future. I came here to support them, to support our brothers and sisters, but especially to be an example for our children, to show them that we are powerful together, and that we will not let oppression get us. We are stronger than that together, and we are showing our students, our children, our loved ones that we are here for people who cannot go out and protest. We are here for people who are oppressed every single day, and we will do better. We will make sure we are heard. So when you guys get older, when you children grow up, you guys can live in a world of love and hope and equality, because that's what we need right now. We need everyone to wake up. And the only way we're going to wake them up is together. So thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. And children, you're our future, and I believe in each and every one of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and go and protest. I love you all. Thank you.
I just want to go ahead and introduce myself a little bit. My name's Brandy, and I'm Mexican American, so I understand where we're all coming from. And I just want to go ahead and point out that we've always been told that history is being written and we're able to change history. Speak up, you know, that's what we're doing. And I also have to speak up, sorry. But, you know, if history is being able to be changed and history is always being written, what's stopping us? Like, we're here today to talk. And to be heard and to be listened and to talk about everything we face that they don't show us in textbooks. They don't show us in history books. So therefore, just educate others and, you know, don't allow people to separate us, you know. Bring us together. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Because we've always lived in a world where it's always been separate, and just can't live that way anymore. So therefore, come together despite people testing us, testing our patience, and so on. That's just what I want to say. So,
My thoughts and my love to George Floyd and his family.
Yes.
And secondly, I would hope that what we feel today can be propelled into November, because it doesn't mean anything for us to get angry here and to not get angry at the ballot box. And there's a lot that you can do to make your voice even greater. Not only can you vote at the ballot box, but you can go to your local Democratic Party office and volunteer to write postcards to people in swing states who may not know that they're not registered to vote. That is one of the most effective ways that we can get people in other states, in the swing states, to vote, by personally reaching out to them. I've been doing that, and my challenge to you is to get involved and do that. Keep this momentum going, and let's get that dude out of there in November.
I'm going to say something real quick on the voting thing, and then I think it'd be great if we continued on George Floyd and anybody else who wanted to talk about their experiences with police brutality. But he makes a point in terms of voting. And I don't think, you know, you should only think about the president. I think that you should think about the mayors you're electing in the city, where they're putting those dollars. Are they still funding the fucking police, or are they funding our schools? Are they funding social activities? Are they funding ways for all of us to actually build a more solid community? So that's what you need to pay attention to. When you elect those local leaders, which you do have the power to do, so go out and use your voice, and when you elect them, know who the fuck you're electing. Don't elect bigots. Don't elect people who don't have your best interests. Make sure you're educating yourself. That is the biggest tool you can give yourself to create this change.
Thank you.
On the political tip, I think it's extraordinarily important for each and every one of you to learn your God-given inalienable rights and your amendment rights. For example, Article 2, Section 4 of the United States Constitution states that you have the ability to remove from office any member acting under the color of law for any high crime, felony, or misdemeanor. Each and every single one of us has that ability. If you see police brutality taking place, you have the absolute right to walk up on that cop and instantly place him under arrest and remove him from office. Any member acting under the color of law. Learn about your God-given inalienable rights and your civil rights, because your vote is something that you can do every single day by literally walking up on somebody and being like, guess what, you're under arrest and you're motherfucking fired. Straight up.
Thank you for everybody. What I'm about to say is going to be in Spanish, just because I do see a lot of our mamás y papás who are here and might not be able to speak any English, but they're here supporting the children. So I think that they deserve to hear this in Spanish. Ask your friends next to you to translate, please. I've been screaming since the morning, so I lost my voice, so here it goes. A los mamás y a los papás que están aquí con nosotros, muchas gracias. Gracias por venir a apoyar a sus hijos. Gracias por venir a apoyar a la causa. Aquí estamos para protestar por algo que vimos en la televisión nacional, donde mataron, no fue un accidente, asesinaron a uno de nuestros hermanos afroamericanos, y fue una injusticia tan grande que estamos tan enojados, tan emputados, y por eso estamos aquí. Por eso estamos aquí. No venimos a hacer ningún pleito, no venimos a destruir nada. Estamos aquí para gritar, como yo lo estoy haciendo y como sus hijos lo están haciendo. Muchas gracias a los mamás y a los papás que vinieron aquí para proteger a sus hijos. Y yo sé que el día de mañana protegen a otros hijos que no son de ustedes. Muchas, muchas gracias. ¡Viva la raza!
Napa. They heard us. Entire downtown heard us.
Not enough.
We were not silent today. You guys came out here and spoke your truth. You refused to stay silent. No more. The courage to say fuck silence. And look at us. We're here. We're united. Look at that diversity. Look at this. Look at the power that we hold. Look at us.
Yes, sir. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
It's real life. We're making it happen. We're making it happen.
Yes, sir.
We got through hours and hours today, making sure everyone heard us, making sure we spread this shit all over. And you know what? It's just the beginning, y'all.
Just the beginning. Fuck yeah!
We not just don't forget this. No, we ain't. We gonna keep it going.
We ain't forgetting shit. We ain't forgetting shit.
We gonna do this. Are y'all ready to be there? That's for damn straight. Look at these signs.
Oh, sure.
Look at the signs. Look at the children that are here. Look at the people that are riding around in their bikes, following us, making sure that the streets are safe to go to Costco. The people from Fairfield that are here, the people from American Canyon that are here. That shit is wild. That's fucking amazing.
Yes, sir. Talk your shit, David. Talk your
Yeah, talk your shit. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Speak that shit. Speak Your words are powerful. Your words are fucking powerful. We have social media today. That's just a weapon. They're trying to use it to make us look bad for protesting. Make us look like we originally had malintent and we're just in it for the looting. Did we do any looting? No, we didn't. Did we have altercations with the police to where it became violent? No, we didn't. That's walking the fucking street for us. That's fucking crazy.
But we running.
Look at this.
Running.
We made it through the day, spreading our fucking truth. We made it through the day. We did that. Nobody fucking to be out there. No one fucking to be out there. That's fucking amazing. Put that shit all over social media. I want to see that on all fucking platforms.
County, all that bullshit. Got chop out all the way to the beat. I'm a mama.
Yo,
That way.
Alright, y'all, we gonna be here for a little bit, but we gonna get moving, alright? We gotta spread this shit. We gotta spread
We like cancer, we gonna spread. We like cancer, we finna spray till this shit's over.
We ain't gonna let it sit. Just forget about it like it didn't happen. Like it was just a fucking trend.
That way.
This ain't no trend, this is
We
real
got
life,
cops in
y'all.
the background trying to keep us peacefully and shit.
George Floyd did not die in vain. The others did not die in vain. Are you gonna let them die in vain? No! Can I get a fuck no? No! We ain't gonna let them die in vain. That's for fucking sure. They did not die in vain. I ain't gotta sit here and let that fucking happen. Are y'all ready? Are y'all fucking ready? No justice! No peace! We don't want no racists! Police! No justice! No peace! We don't want no racists! Police! No justice! No peace! We don't want no racists! Police! No justice! No peace! We don't want no racists! Police!
It's in the background.
Say that name, Chris! Are you gonna let them die in vain? Say that!
We here.
They did not die in vain! I ain't gotta sit here and let that fucking happen!
Say that name.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all fucking ready? No justice! No peace! We don't want to Look at us, we got through the entire fucking day, y'all. The entire fucking day. We got through this shit. We've been through all of Napa, y'all. Give yourself a fucking round of applause. We really did that. We did. All right, y'all. Listen up, listen up. On some real shit, look at this. I want y'all to look up to the sky right now. Remember the way it looked this night, because you will never be the same. You no longer are just a citizen living in the game. You chose to make a fucking change. You chose to break that shit. You're a fucking hero.
Yes.
Look up at that shit. Make sure you remember how it looked. Make sure you remember how you felt this night. And make that fucking change. You're a fucking hero now. You had the courage to come out here and speak your fucking truth. We still got a lot of work to do, but we're starting here. We're starting here. This ain't the end. This ain't something that we just gonna forget about. You're gonna remember this forever. Take it in. Let it soak in. And don't let this be the only thing. Don't let this be the last thing you do. You fucking earned that shit. You made that fucking stance. Voice your opinion. Speak your fucking truth. And make some motherfucking noise.
Straight up!
with us, y'all. Let's fucking make sure. Look at us. Some people have been out here since like 11. That's insane. But you know what? No matter what time you came out here, the point is that you came out here. You had the courage to come out here. You had the courage to make a stand. You had the courage to speak your truth. You did that. Nobody will ever be able to take that away from you. Yes, we did. Can I get an amen? That's what I like to see. And you know what? I'm glad that they didn't put this on the media. Because change starts in ripples. It's not just one big wave. It's little by little. Napa might be small, but look at what we did. We are united. We have people from all across the Bay Area here. Shoot, I even met someone tonight that's from New York. New York, yeah, that's across the country. And guess what?
New
They're
York's
gonna go back
struggling
to New
too.
York and they're gonna say, guess what I did in Napa? Yup.
Yeah.
To all the people that came out here, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough for walking, no matter how tired your feet are, because trust me, walking in these Converse it's not doing me a favor.
Hey.
I should have known what I was getting myself into.
Hey, thank you for speaking for us. You're the diamond. You're the diamond in the rough. You're the diamond in the rough.
We really walked all through Napa. We were hurt. People came out of their houses and supported us. People stopped their cars and honked for us.
Yep.
We did that. Look at your neighbor, the person next to you, and tell them, you are a badass. You are amazing. You did that. Who is you?
You're a badass.
Every day of my life I've been out.
Be good.
Every day of my fucking life. I moved here 2 years ago from North Carolina.
Yeah.
The first thing that somebody said to me as a joke, you know what Napa stands for?
Oh shit.
But you know what? Today, I saw a different story. That shit had no living story. No fucking stand for it. I'm fucking y'all. Never talk y'all shit. Fuck all this shit.
Now I know a big part of this is speaking our truth on the injustices that the police have done us by. I met someone tonight that told me a heartbreaking injustice that happened to her here in Napa. And I want to give her a stand so that she can speak her truth. Because this shit does hurt.
Okay, so I have a 10-year-old daughter, and 2 years ago, she was raped by her PE teacher at her elementary school. Twice before her birthday. The lead detective on her case is a very close friend of my daughter's attacker. Napa did everything to cover it up. Nobody knows what it's like to sit there next to your daughter on a couch while she's crying and begging, "Mommy, make it stop. Make it go away." I feel so gross. I wish he just killed me. And for so long, this place was called my home. And my definition of home isn't just four walls or a house. It's the place that you live in. It's the four walls. It's the community. It's everyone in it. And you don't know what that feels like until the day comes where your home betrays you. Your home turns their back on you, retaliates on you. Her name is Vanessa Sanchez.
Say her name.
Vanessa Sanchez. And that little girl is one incredible person. She is so strong. She's coming out of the house now. And, you know, less than a week after her assault, she asked me to buy her beads and strings so that she could make bracelets for all the little kids that had their bad guys too. And she wanted to give them to every little kid that had bad guys that would hurt them. And she said she wanted to tell them, I know how you feel, I know how scared you are, but every time you feel scared, just know that you can be polar bear brave and polar bear strong like me. Because fuck Napa police. I don't know the best way to explain it.
Whole judicial system.
But I feel the pain that this mother who lost her son and every mother who lost their child. Because even though my daughter is physically here, that day my daughter died, her soul left her body. And I watched that life and soul leave her eyes that day. And it's a pain I carry around every single day of my life. But it's not something that I'm willing to refuse to not fight for. It's not something I'm going to give up fighting for. I'm going to fight for her. And I'm not going to give up. Everybody has that one thing that is worth fighting for, whether it be your child or your own personal beliefs. Everything you fight for is something worth fighting for. Just make sure your voice is always heard.
Get it, girl!
Napa has a lot of secrets.
Yeah, it does.
Truly it does. Too many. Too many secrets that aren't spoken on.
It's Napa.
There are about, like what, 7 black kids at Napa High? And we counted the mixed kids too, y'all. Let me tell y'all some of the crap that's happened to the both of us. Honestly. And I'm not saying everyone in Napa is bad. I mean, shoot, I got my coach up here. He over here supporting. Like, I will not let the things that have happened go unheard of.
Yeah.
The high schoolers, y'all.
Yeah.
So my girl Monty is gonna speak a little bit about her truth.
So I moved here from Texas, my freshman year of high school. Now these are the most important years of your life. You see who you figure out who you are, who you want to hang around with, who you really want to be in the world. And I was scared. And to me, everybody was the same. But when I got here, I felt so alone, I felt so different.
We're all scared, Scissor.
Freshman year of track, the most unbelievable thing happened. Me being myself, me sticking up for myself, became threatening to someone. I didn't know what to do. Who could I turn to besides her? It became something that just was so overwhelming that sometimes I didn't even want to go to school. But then to see people here, I understand that it didn't go unnoticed. That I have people behind me who are willing to fight, speak their truth, and let me speak my truth. It progressed into basketball. Anytime I went to a black school, I was told I could handle myself. That everybody else had to go to a bathroom with a buddy. But not Amani, because she could handle herself. We had to go with buddies everywhere because that school wasn't trusted. Black people aren't safe. There's crime. There's crime everywhere, right? Am I wrong? Is there crime everywhere? Every school has crime. Yeah. Every school has trouble. Yeah. Every school is perfect. And to sit on the bus with people to tell me that I should be happy to be at a school where there's my people, it broke me. I was this angry little black kid walking around school who didn't know what to do. Teacher didn't help. Coaches didn't help. So I found my head coach at track, Coach Jones. He became my father. I don't have a father figure. He guided me through that. But I cannot thank everybody enough. It means my heart that you're willing to stand here and speak whatever you got to say with me so that I don't feel alone. I got tired of feeling alone. It's not a fun place to be. But I'm happy I get to go start my life, be able to tell people my truth and how I really feel. Tired of holding it in. It gets old after a while. Everybody get old. You know, you got some stuff to keep on your chest. You want to get it off. You don't have anybody to tell it to. What are you supposed to do? Bottle it in. All I can really do. Today just proved to me that not everybody's like that. Everybody's just gonna stand there and watch you get picked on. Everybody's just gonna stand there and watch you hurt and cry over what somebody else said to you. But again, I thank everybody. It means so much more to me. It lets me know that all those tears I cried, I don't need to cry anymore. I have people like you who are willing to cry with me. Thank you for rocking my heart.
We had our struggles in Napa High. We really did. But here's the thing. Today I learned that I just have some new friends. If you're from Napa High, let me hear you real quick. Give me a holler. Yeah, my girls will be in front. We see y'all. Do your thing. But the thing is that it's not just Napa High. These are schools everywhere that have their small, hidden, slightly racial justice. And we can't have that. That needs to change. We can't teach our young black children that it's okay for them to get treated a certain way at school, but it's not okay for the other kids. When I first moved to Napa, I'm from LA. None of the black kids originated in Napa, apparently.
That's the D-Nut!
When I first moved to LA, I like to go on walks with my dog. And the cemetery over there, I was like, sure, it's daytime. It's not sketchy at all. So I went. And on some of the tombstones, they had a cross. And they had AKIA on the corners. I had no idea what that meant. Junior year in history, what did I learn that meant? Can y'all guess? A Klansman I am. That's what that shit means. I was shook. Shook. Do you know how many times people have tried to cover the little memorial over there? Downtown? Downtown by a little restaurant, there's a memorial of Napa history. And in the corner they have the KKK.
Yeah.
People have tried to cover that shit up so many times.
Yeah.
They've tried to tag over it, paint over it. But it's there. Y'all can go look at it. This shit needs to change, y'all. The fact that this is normal in thousands of other communities is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Alright.
It really is. It's unacceptable. It shouldn't be a thing. I shouldn't have to face it. She shouldn't have to face it. Your guys' friends shouldn't have to face it. My siblings shouldn't have to face it. And you know what the worst part is? Is that when we try to speak our truth, there goes the black kids being violent again.
Or Mexican. They can't handle the truth.
They can't.
They don't want the truth.
But you know what?
They don't want the truth because they know they're wrong.
Black or brown people came out here today to help us speak our truth. Speaks volumes. Speaks volumes, y'all. We really out here doing our thing. We're really out here making a change. Thank you.
Thank you.